Welcome to the Mayekawa, Brazil factory. In this plant, we produce packages for the industrial refrigeration market, chemical, petrochemical, and oil and gas industries. Our package is constructed with in-house built components such as pressure vessels, heat exchangers, and compressors, which are imported from our parent company in Japan. Our workflow starts from engineering the package per customer's specifications to shipment. Once the sales department effectively receives the order and distributes it internally, the engineering department review it and design each equipment accordingly. After this engineering, the production planning and control department receives the drawings and components list to verify if all material is in the shop or purchase it when needed. We also have a strong team dedicated to electrical engineering and automation, which execute all detailed project engineering and construction for starter and control panels. Our automation team can develop refrigeration systems, which helps the customer to meet high performance from their processes. Once the material is received by the warehouse and inspected, it goes into production to begin manufacturing the equipment. A compressor unit is divided into 8 parts: oil separator, suction filter, oil pump, control panel, oil cooler, intermediate cooler, and compressor motor bases. Mayekawa, Brazil has a qualified team and quality control department responsible for the approval of suppliers, as well as controlling and ensuring that all material we receive is in accordance with the specified requirements. In addition, this team inspects the entire welding process as well as all manufacturing processes, which include our own equipment's fabrication and package assembly until delivery to the customer. All material used in the fabrication of components subjected to pressure received from vendors is inspected according to the quality requirements such as ASME, latest edition, and ISO 9000 standards. Upon approval, the raw material is 100% inspected and identified by the internal quality inspector to ensure once again that what was purchased is according to our standards. Only after this careful inspection is carried out, it's released to the next manufacturing stages. For pressurized equipments, raw material traceability is controlled by serial number or heat number to identify its origin in case of any failure or defect later detected. This procedure is part of our quality control. All welders from Mayekawa, Brazil, after being hired, are trained throughout a qualification process according to the welding procedures defined by Mayekawa, Brazil. Each welder must perform welding on a testing metal plate, which is later sent to a laboratory to verify if all pre-established requirements are met or not. After approval, the welder receives the qualification record and he's able to perform the welding service. This is how we maintain the welding quality standard. Quality Control Department closely monitors welding quality level. Random sampling is performed to assure that welding was done according to the established procedure. The result of these tests is controlled through parameters, which indicate the correctness and errors to be corrected. The material goes through 3 accesses in the factory: the manufactured items such as valve, fittings, couplings, flanges, elbows, etc. are received at Gate A. Those components are an important part of our compressor unit. These materials are stocked and controlled to be used by the production. At this Gate A, we also receive the compressor's parts and accessories, which is destined to off-the-shelf sales for replacement to our customers. At Gate B, we receive the raw materials, tubes, and beams that are used on the equipments which will be installed in the compressor unit. These equipments are oil filters, suction filters, shell and tube heat exchangers, oil coolers, and intermediate coolers. The process of storage, cutting, Stamp control, assembly, welding, inspection, and tests are performed in order to be released and used on compressor unit assembly. At Gate C, we receive metal plates for manufacturing pressure vessels such as oil separators, liquid separators, reservoirs, and other pressure vessels that will later be part of the compressor unit. Prior to start the fabrication, all pressure vessel parts and other pressurized components go through internal and external surface blasting in our own factory to ensure there is no residue which can compromise the fabrication and operation of the equipment. After fabrication activities such as general cutting process for nozzle opening, stamp control, rolling, arc submerged welding, general assembly of internal parts, shell and head assembly, welding and compressor motor base installation are made. Hydrostatic test for mechanical strength is carried out. Our hydrostatic tests for pressure vessels uses mineral oil instead of water, which creates an internal coating in the pressure vessel and protects against rust and oxidation. After the hydrostatic test is performed, pressure vessel is sent to primer painting coat. Nowadays, we utilized 3D plasma cutting machine to cut the plates. This machine performs straight and angular cuts, speeding up the subsequent steps. By using 3D plasma cutting machine, we reduced workspace and lead time, which led to reduce the final cost of equipment. At Gate D, all components received and stored in Sector A, manufactured in B and C, are assembled in our compressor unit. At this moment, the bare shaft compressor is assembled on top of the oil separator. Oil coolers, filters, and other accessories are interconnected to each other, and the compressor units is leak tested to avoid any leakage during operation. After this, our quality control performs a general inspection with already assembled items. Once they are approved, the equipment is sent to the final painting process with a coat of polyurethane. Finishing the painting, instruments such as pressure and temperature sensors are connected to the control panel. At this moment, compressor motor is also aligned. Finally, Quality Control Department will perform final inspection on the package. Once package is released by QC, it is now packaged and shipped from Brazil to different locations around the world. Sector E is dedicated to special unit assembly. Usually, these units are composed by standard equipment associated with other parts developed by our engineering group, according to specifications provided by the customer to meet a given process, applied in dairy, breweries, food, and distribution centers. Specific equipment for markets such as petrochemical, chemical, and gas industry can be designed and manufactured, following strict international standards such as ASME, API 619 standard, API 614, API 670, API 682, TEMA, and international certification societies for offshore standards such as ABS, BV, and DNV. Mayekawa, Brazil is equipped with highly qualified professionals with large experience and well-trained. We constantly invest in machinery of high technology and performance, and we are committed to meeting all of our customers' expectations. Under one roof, good internal communication which is necessary to foresee and prevent problems is possible to maximize quality of our products. We are Mayekawa, Brazil.